Hello everyone and welcome to my review of the Luke Skywalker Rebel Pilot BrickHeadz. This set was released on May the 1st of 2025 at an original retail price of $9.99 USD. It is given set number 40795, is rated for ages 10 and up, and has 138 pieces, which gives this set an original price per piece of 7 cents. It is also given the BrickHeadz number 264. On the side of the box you do have this image of Luke Skywalker in his pilot outfit. On the back of the box it shows you that you can remove the BrickHeadz from its display stand, as well as 2 still shot images from the films. Opening up your box is quite an easy experience. Simply and safely cut the piece of tape on the top, holding it closed, and pull to reveal the contents of your box. Inside of your box, you will find a total of 2 unnumbered bags, a standard 6x6 black base plate, and lastly, your instruction manual. And here is your first look at the final product. And I am very happy with this BrickHeadz, because he looks absolutely incredible, but there's a lot of details to talk about, so let's go ahead and dive in. Now first and foremost, he does have 4 printed parts, 2 of them being his eyes, which have been a standard feature on a ton of BrickHeadz. And then you have this piece here on his forehead with those Rebellion logos in the corner, as well as the nice stripe that goes down the center of the helmet. This is a very nice printed part. And then you have the piece on his torso, which looks fantastic and adds a lot of detail to this model, and I'm so glad that these are not stickers. Giving you a little spin of Luke Skywalker here, you get to see how well that they were able to capture the rounded look of his helmet, and I love how much color they were able to incorporate into his helmet as well. Now his orange jumpsuit just feels so bright, it is perfect. I love how a lot of the padding and the straps are represented by that white there, and then you have the little piece on his leg for his boot. I feel like they did an absolutely amazing job with this BrickHeadz. And of course, for his accessory, they do give him his trusty lightsaber. And like every other BrickHeadz, he can be removed from his display stand. Now, the helmet is definitely something to compliment, because these sets are typically very square, and the helmet is a very rounded thing in universe, and they were able to capture that quite well. And I love how they were able to utilize some bricks in order to recreate that red and yellow stripe that we see on the helmet. Now there are 2 things to point out here. They do include the microphone that Luke Skywalker uses here on the helmet. And then of course we have the utilization of those trans orange pieces to mimic the visor of the helmet. I think that's very clever. And this is what he looks like without his visor on. Now this is a clever building technique that I like. They utilize this 2x2 plate with tiles on one end, and that represents the chin strap for his helmet, which I think is incredibly clever and looks quite good. But who do you put this BrickHeadz next to? Well, for me, the obvious answer is R2-D2. I mean, this is a classic pairing in Star Wars. And it's very fitting because these variants of these characters have appeared in multiple scenes together. Luke and R2-D2 will always be an iconic duo. Another pairing you could do is putting him next to his father, Darth Vader. I know Luke technically never interacted face to face with Darth Vader in his pilot uniform, but they did share scenes together in A New Hope. So for me, this pairing made sense. But what are my thoughts on this set? I really like this one. This is a great BrickHeadz set. Not only that, I do think it is a great set. Now, if you aren't a fan of BrickHeadz, you're not going to like this one. This one isn't going to sway you over. But if you're looking for a cheap and relatively affordable LEGO Star Wars set, then I think this is the one for you. Everything about this BrickHeadz, at least to me, is 100% on point. So I give this set a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect set in my opinion. But that is all I have to say on this set. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found this video helpful for your purchasing decisions. If you did enjoy this video or found it helpful, please let me know by leaving a like. Let me know your thoughts on this set and more in the comments section down below. Consider hitting that subscribe button, as it is a great and free way to support the channel. And thank you for 900 subscribers. You guys are absolutely insane, and I can't believe that there's 900 of you out there that want to watch me talk about LEGO Star Wars. Speaking of talking about LEGO Star Wars, join the Discord. The link is in the description. I'd love to have you there, but until next time, stay bricked up and enjoy what you love.